everyone! Okay, so I have been getting a lot of questions about this recently on YouTube and in my real life. This video is going to be about gluten-free eating, and I know that this is something a lot of people wonder about and are curious about, so I wanted to answer some of your questions maybe. If you have any more questions that I don't get to in this video, definitely leave them down below and I will answer them as best I can. I will explain to you about my story and what it's done for me, what I like to eat, how I eat. The first thing I will tell you is how I knew I was allergic to gluten. In the summer, I eat a lot of food, and I think that's like kind of normal, maybe. But literally, I'll be home alone and I'll eat a whole pizza to myself. I know it's really gross, but like, I love food. I loved bread, especially bread. Bread was like my favorite. Near the end of summer, end of August, I was sort of feeling unsure about myself. I felt really bloated, and I don't usually get that way because I'm pretty like blessed with good genes, so I don't really have to worry about that very often. But for some reason, near the end of the month, I was having these horrible stomach aches, really bad bloating, and also I just like could not sleep at night. For some reason, something changed and I couldn't sleep, I couldn't focus, I had a really I didn't feel good, I wasn't very happy. It was weird. My family is all about eating really well, eating really healthy, and my family does eat very healthy. I don't really worry about what I eat too much, so when I told my mom about this, I wasn't really thinking, oh yeah, I'm allergic to something. I was more thinking like, oh, maybe I need to go get checked, like a blood sugar thing or something else. So anyways, I told my mom this and she was like, let's just try eliminating certain things from your diet one at a time. And people in my family have had a history of being allergic to gluten, so I was kind of like, maybe that's it, let's try that first. So as soon as I removed it from my diet, I'm not even lying, I felt so much better. I felt lighter, I just felt like happier, I slept better, my bloating went down, I just felt like $1,000,000. I really did. I felt so great. So I was like, wow, that's weird. I'll just keep doing it. And then that's where I am today. You really have to be careful about what you eat if you're allergic to gluten, because there are things that you wouldn't expect to have gluten in them that have them, and you have to be careful. Flour is in literally like everything, so if you're like looking for food to eat, be careful, read the ingredients, especially candy. Candy is shocking. There's so much wheat in that stuff. I don't know why, why is it necessary, but it is. I really haven't struggled all that much. At the beginning I did, I'm not gonna lie, because it was weird to like have someone bake cookies and then not be able to eat them, because that's like, I like cookies. Who doesn't? I haven't been eating gluten for a while now. I don't really miss it anymore, and you might be like, how do you not miss it? But it's so easy to get used to it, and something that I've really learned about myself is that if I just tell myself I don't like something, I won't want to eat it. I kind of talked myself into not liking certain like sweets so that I don't even feel the desire to try them. Now I'm going to talk about the benefits of gluten-free eating, which is really quite wonderful. Celebrities and things have really said like, oh yeah, gluten-free eating, you'll lose weight, blah blah blah, and you will lose weight, especially if you're like me and you ate a lot of gluten before, like a lot of bread, pizza. Don't even talk about it. I love pizza. Like seriously, things like that. Obviously, like if you're eating a lot of it, you'll lose weight if you just all of a sudden stop eating it. But when I stopped eating it, within 3 months, I would say, I lost weight in areas that I didn't really want to lose weight. It's my butt, okay? And I was kind of like, oh, that kind of sucks. But at the same time, I feel like I have more energy, so it's fine. Like, I wasn't doing any exercise, and that's something else I have to say. I want to do exercise, but I'm really lazy, and I make excuses like every time. I'm like, oh, I should go exercise, but I have homework, but then I don't even end up doing homework, so it's like, that's stupid. You can try eliminating it from your diet, but honestly, like if you don't eat healthy like as it is, you're not going to lose weight, and that's the thing I really need to emphasize to people who are just watching this video because they want to lose weight. Gluten makes me bloated personally because I'm allergic to it, but if you're not allergic to it and you just stop eating it, you probably won't lose weight as fast as I did, just because I was carrying around that gluten because it wasn't being properly digested, because it didn't like me and I didn't like it. If you watch my vlogs or you've watched a cooking video of mine before, you have seen this area. Oh my goodness, I forgot something. How predictable. Having an intolerance to gluten, it is hard to find things to eat, but nowadays things have gotten so awesome that it's really simple to find foods, and I'm going to show you guys some of my favorites, things where I can feed my cravings without giving into any sort of gluten-ness. First, my cereal. This is cereal that I eat every single day and literally is the best cereal I've had, hands down, including all the gluten cereals that I've had. Anything, like any cereal, this is my favorite. This is the bakery on Main. It's the Gourmet Natural Foods, I guess, and it's without gluten, sans gluten. See, that's French. I just eat this with almond milk, but it's amazing. This is such good cereal. This is seriously my favorite breakfast food, like out of anything I'm going to show you. This is the Udi's gluten-free blueberry muffins. Oh my gosh, you guys. I could eat these like endlessly, and my cat loves them, so obviously I like them even more. I'm kidding, but seriously, my cat loves them. She will eat a whole muffin. I wouldn't even be surprised. It would be gross, but anyways. I have these Udi's gluten-free whole grain bagels. I don't really understand how they can be whole grain because I think like the whole grainness is like gluten, but I don't really know. I trust it. This is the only bread, like honestly, the Udi's is the only kind of bread that I found, or like food I found that's supposed to taste like regular food, that is actually, I don't know, actually tastes good. So I love these bagels. They're really good. I usually just have half at a time so they last me a while. Half at a time, and I'll put like cheese or cucumber or something on them, and I love them. I love quesadillas. I love anything like that. Really, I think it's delicious. So I eat a lot of these corn tortillas. You can also just get like regular gluten-free tortillas, but I really like corn ones because there's really nothing changed about them to make them gluten-free. It's just like the way they are, so I kind of like that. If you follow me on my Instagram, you'll know that I bake a lot and I love baking. When I became gluten-free, I was like, wow, I'm not gonna be able to bake anymore. Like, great, this sucks. So I was wrong. We found this flour, and you can get this at Whole Foods. I believe it's $20 for this package, which is quite pricey, but it's really worth it. It's called Cup for Cup, and it's completely gluten-free, but it's a combination of flours that are gluten-free that you can use really just to replace any flour in any recipe that you may have right now that isn't gluten-free, and it tastes delicious. So this is the best flour that I've used. I've tried a lot of flours because I said I really like baking and they've just been awful. So this is really the only one that I've found that actually works and makes the food taste just as good as it would if I was using regular flour. So definitely recommend this if you're a baker like I am. If you guys want me to do like a gluten-free baking video showing you guys some sweets you can make that are gluten-free, I can definitely do that. But let me know if you have any more questions for me about this topic, and if you don't, well, that's just wonderful. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all soon.